Law of Attraction: Secrets to Attracting the Life of Your Dreams Faster. Written by Tyler Borden. Narrated by Thomas Cassidy. Introduction. Understand the law of attraction now. Did you know that our thoughts create our lives? We create every aspect of our existence, including the influences around us. In this book, we will be examining and understanding the law of attraction now and how we can attract anything we want in life. Remember that your thoughts can attract good or bad. Always be aware of what you are thinking and feeling. Number 1. Understanding the law of attraction now. It is unbiased. The law of attraction does not differentiate between negative or positive intentions. By focusing on reducing debt, you will only be attracting more debts. Instead, why not focus on increasing your financial abundance? If it is money you want, focus on money, not how much money you owe. The law of attraction is merely doing its work to deliver what you are thinking. Number 2. Understanding the law of attraction now. It works 24/7. The law of attraction never rests. As long as your brain's working, it will continuously send out signals. Let me tell you a story to demonstrate how powerful the law of attraction really is. Number 3. Understanding the law of attraction now. Reasons for time delay between thoughts and manifestation. There is a response time between sending out your thoughts and getting it materialized. The reason why there is a time delay is the law of attraction is giving you the time to get ready for whatever you are sending out in the universe. When your actions and thoughts line up with the law of attraction, it will match you up with the right people and circumstances. One can also shorten this time lag by learning to visualize, living your dreams with strong feelings. Number 4. Understanding the law of attraction now. Final thoughts. Whether you believe it or not, the law of attraction is a working rule, just like the law of gravity. There's still many people that do not believe because you cannot see the law of attraction at work. Instead of believing that it is the law of attraction giving them what they have asked the universe for, people attribute it to luck or an act of God. Since we cannot change the fact that the law of attraction exists, why not make the best of it? Remember, by controlling your thoughts, you can control your outcomes. Set big goals for yourself and learn to tap on the law of attraction positively to accelerate its achievement. Life can be absolutely phenomenal. Chapter 1. How to learn the law of attraction, step by step. How to learn the law of attraction is now a hot subject. Many people are studying the law of attraction to manifest what they desire in life. From cars, wealth, family relationships to harmony with friends. Here is a step-by-step on how you can learn the law of attraction. Number 1. Understand what is the law of attraction. The law of attraction is when the universe provides what you have been desiring into reality. If you desire a new laptop, for example, the universe will provide that laptop and make it appear in your reality unexpectedly. Number 2. Understand how law of attraction works. The law of attraction works when you want it or not. It all begins with the mind. If you are thinking about something disastrous and you are worried about it and believe it will happen, then this is the perfect recipe for the law of attraction to work. The universe does not know whether you want that desire to happen or not. All it knows is that you have been thinking about it with belief, and it is taken as an instruction to appear in your life. Number 3. What is needed for law of attraction to work? When you practice the law of attraction, you need to meet the following requirements. Thinking a lot about your desire as if you are experiencing it now. Have faith in your desire. Believe that it will manifest in your life without a doubt. Think of your desire in the present, now, not in the past or in the future. Visualize your desire. Actually see yourself and feel yourself experiencing your desire when you visualize. Affirmation. Speak words to yourself which will gradually stick in your subconscious mind. Say positive things to yourself. Number 4. How do I know that I'm applying the law of attraction properly? If you are feeling happy and positive about your desires and you are constantly motivated in your thinking, then you are applying the law of attraction. Think about it. If you are experiencing or imagining what you desire now, you are obviously happy about it. Vice versa. If you are worried and unhappy, then at that moment you are using the law of attraction in the wrong way. You are attracting the wrong things in life. Number 5. How fast does law of attraction work? This is unknown. The law of attraction sometimes manifests our desires very quickly, and sometimes they take weeks, months, or years. All is known is that the universe will receive your instructions and then make situations happen which will let you receive your desire. For example, if you are desiring a new car, then the universe will probably arrange for a relative to win a competition and then pass the car to you as they don't like it. There are many ways which the universe will work to meet your desires. It takes its own time and uses its own way. How to use the law of attraction to create your perfect life. Do you want to know how to use the law of attraction to create your perfect life? If you want to know how to use the law of attraction to your advantage, it is important that you understand one key component about how the law of attraction works. The law of attraction states that you get what you think about, whether it is something you want or something you don't want. The law of attraction is neutral, meaning it does not differentiate between positive and negative feelings or thoughts. It just reciprocates what you are offering. For example, if you are thinking, "I really hope all this traffic doesn't cause me to get into a car accident," you are starting the ball rolling on creating a car accident. If, however, you are thinking, "I know I will get home safely," you are attracting just that, a safe ride home. In order to know how to use the law of attraction to create your perfect life, it is vital that you start thinking deliberately. There are many different ways on how to use the law of attraction to get what you want out of life, and here are a few simple tips. Number 1. Sit down for 15 to 20 minutes every day and think. Really think about what you want your life to be like. To know how to use the law of attraction, you must be very, very detailed and try to feel this perfect life as much as you can. Think about your dream car. What it smells like. What color it is. How it feels to sit in it. And where you are driving. Are you driving to your new lake house which was paid for in cash? Who is with you? Do this every single day without fail. You are now one step closer to knowing how to use the law of attraction to create everything you want. Number 2. Raise your vibration. In your quest to know how to use the law of attraction appropriately, you need to understand vibration. Basically, we need to be in vibrational harmony with our desires in order to achieve them. We are in vibrational harmony with our desires when we are feeling good, positive, happy, or joyful. We are in disharmony when we are sad, negative, anxious, stressed, etc. Learning how to use the law of attraction means learning how to get happy and how to stay there so your desires will flow. Allow it in. Stay the course. Keep visualizing. Only think about what you want, never about what you don't want. Stay happy and positive. Stop thinking about other people and what they are doing, what they are thinking, why they are doing certain things. Keep your focus on you and your desires. Now you have the tools and know how to use the law of attraction to create your perfect life. So get started, stay focused, and you can teach someone else how to use the law of attraction in their life. How to control the law of attraction. 3 easy tips to make the law of attraction work for you. Wouldn't it be nice if you knew how to control the law of attraction? You'd have better chances of getting what you want or improving your life considerably. When your desire to succeed is so strong, how difficult can this be, right? As easy as learning how to control the law of attraction sounds, it might prove to be a little bit challenging for some. There are small obstacles that can keep you from channeling the energy correctly. Below are some ways you can get over them. Number 1. Focus on the positive. When learning how to control the law of attraction, you have to avoid negativity and focus on the positive sides of every situation. When you find yourself drowning in doubt, immediately cancel negative thoughts out and replace them with positive ones. The law of attraction, or any new idea for that matter, has the tendency to attract any thoughts for the person involved. You'll have to make a conscious effort to avoid negativity, for that alone will render the law of attraction useless. Number 2. Meditate. Meditation helps keep your mind at peace. No disturbing thoughts, no negativity, no jumping off from one idea to another. Concentration holds the key to using the law of attraction. Without it, your focus will crumble, and so will your hold on attracting what you want. Number 3. Practice. Learning how to control the law of attraction takes practice as well. If you're not in tune with yourself and with the universe, then don't be surprised when you're finding it difficult to get into it. But don't go into it expecting failure either. The best thing you can do is to believe and not give up when your expectations fall short. Learning how to control the law of attraction is challenging because we're forced to not do what our habits tell us to. If you're used to doubting ideas, you'll have to learn to embrace them. If your mind is disorganized, you're going to have to straighten it out. If you give up too easily, well, then maybe the law of attraction isn't for you. Chapter 2. 5 tips on how to use the law of attraction to build a better life. The law of attraction is a universal law that brings us that to which we are a vibrational match. One can learn how to utilize this law and create an ideal life. It is not difficult to do so. However, depending on one's current vibration, it may take some practice. There are a few tips to help you understand how you can get on the road to a better life. Number 1. Understand that your thoughts determine your vibration. A discussion about the law of attraction is difficult without talking about vibration. Thoughts cause certain vibration. For example, if you constantly talk about how sick you feel, the law of attraction will sense sickness and bring you more pain, more malaise, and more symptoms. On the other hand, if you talk about the well-being in your life, even if your current health is not that great, your vibration will begin to rise, causing the law of attraction to bring you circumstances and feelings that are closer to good health. Number 2. Using the law of attraction for gain requires practice. It is very difficult to stop one way of thinking and then start another. The thought processes themselves do not change what the law of attraction brings to you. The law of attraction reads vibrations. Therefore, the vibrations must change. The way to do this is gradually with practice, and more practice. Positive lasting changes come gradually, not overnight. Number 3. Long-held beliefs change only with practice. Many people believe that whatever place they were born to is where they have to stay. These beliefs come from intense conditioning throughout life. Very few of us understand the law of attraction, much less use it to our benefit. In not understanding this, we are subject to witnessing bad events and thus believing that things just happen to us at random. This is the reason people tend to get stuck in certain places in their lives. Number 4. Associations need to change. As the law of attraction brings us according to our vibration, we find ourselves surrounded by people. These people often are similar in attitudes and beliefs. As you alter your thought processes to raise your vibration, you may find that your current relationships become uncomfortable. Friends may question or even mock you about the changes you are making. Take heart. As your vibration improves and better circumstances come into your life, friends will often be curious and want to join you in your journey. In addition, new people who match your new vibration appear. Number 5. You may need help. Changes in life, especially thought processes and beliefs, are challenging. In the beginning, you feel vulnerable. You feel like you're in two worlds. Well-meaning friends and family may discourage you, causing you to give up. The decision to engage a coach and join a community of like-minded individuals may mean the difference between building a wonderful life and staying in a place that is less than comfortable. The law of attraction and celebrities. Many people stumble upon the law of attraction because of financial hardships. Most of us intuitively know that there is something deep inside of us that plays a big role in the financial path our lives take. Even though it might be difficult to accept, you have manifested whatever your financial situation is through the law of attraction. You might find it amusing for anyone to think you would intentionally create a life full of financial struggle, particularly when so many factors like losing a job seem beyond your control. Abundance, however, is just an external manifestation of what's inside us. That is also why, when many people set out to manipulate the law of attraction to bring more money into their lives, they often fail. Why, if the law of attraction is truly universal, doesn't it work the way you want it to? In fact, though, the law simply is. It's always there, always working, and always bringing to you exactly what you attract, whether you realize it or not. It's immutable, and it's constant. The problem lies in our understanding and manipulation of the law. You have to accept that it works. Popular books and movies such as The Secret have recently created a great deal of interest in the law of attraction. But it is one of the mainstays of the universe, and people have actually been aware of the law for thousands of years. It is one of the underpinnings of a variety of philosophies, and even some religions. In other words, it's not simply a pop culture fad, and it shouldn't be dismissed simply because you can't seem to get it to work for you. However, the law of attraction can be learned, if not manipulated, and you need to learn what it's all about, its essence. In fact, when many people begin to try to understand the law of attraction, they don't improve their finances. Instead, many people actually see finances get worse. This phenomenon actually gives us a very important clue about exactly how the law of attraction works. You will be missing the mark if you decide you are going to manifest abundance and start forcing your attentions to it several times each day with techniques like affirmations. Vibrations and the fact that similar vibrations attract form the basis of the law of attraction. Even though you are saying affirmations daily, what emotions are you feeling? If you're feeling despair, hopelessness, financial desperation, that is what the law of attraction is picking up on, and it will send you back experiences that will bring you more of that. In other words, more desperation, more hopelessness, and more financial hardship. This situation can be a catch-22 for many people. A catch-22 is a dilemma where a person needs something but can only get it by not wanting it. This might sound unattainable, but if you understand a few techniques related to the law of attraction, it is possible to willfully use the law to your advantage and turn your finances around. First, you have to be fully aware of all your feelings. It's your emotions that send constant vibrations out to the universe. Since it's often hard to control your emotions, you can expect that learning to manipulate the law of attraction will be a simple task. Just as the ancients had to work on mastering these techniques while undergoing esoteric training, it will take some effort on your part. If you know this and then you take action, you're going to be far ahead of most people in regard to the law of attraction when it comes to attracting more abundance into your life. It's not going to be possible to pretend or trick the law of attraction because it's your emotional center, not your conscious mind, that sends out these vibrations. This means you need to keep your feelings in check when doing your daily affirmations. If you are worried because your bills are overdue or you feel depressed, it's best to not work on your affirmations. Otherwise, you will be consciously attracting situations that will cause additional financial distress. Instead, wait until you have a moment where you feel hopeful and carefree. That's when you can work with the law of attraction best. Combine positive, emotional vibrations and a true conscious intent to manifest abundance. When that happens, you'll unleash the power in the universe that has no choice but to bring you that which you seek: financial reward and ease. The law of attraction is perfectly named. It is indeed one of the universe's immutable laws. You can skillfully use this law when you understand its properties. This law is always in force. This isn't something that can be turned on and off, just to be called upon when convenient. It's at work 24 hours a day to deliver circumstances that are a vibrational match for the vibrations your emotions send. Anything that occupies your mental plane, like your finances, are where the events will manifest. To use the law of attraction to manifest abundance, you must do more than merely send out positive vibrations relating to finances and money. Skillful use of the law also requires you to keep your negative feelings in check. When you don't, the positive and negative vibrations will clash and cancel each other out. It is not a task that's impossible, so don't give up. You can focus on being positive by being grateful for what you have already. If you practice being grateful regularly, this is indeed a very powerful way to manifest prosperity and abundance for yourself through the law of attraction. Enhancing your life using the law of attraction principles. There is not a human on this earth that would not love to have a life filled with happiness, security, and prosperity. What many humans do not recognize is that they can have all the good things they want using the law of attraction. These principles can be applied in any individual's life to make positive changes. That includes you. What is the law of attraction? The law of attraction is, at its most basic level, it's the belief that like attracts like. This is not a new fad. Successful people have used law of attraction principles for well over 100 years. However, not everyone will apply these principles correctly in order to attract exactly what they want. The law of attraction is universal law, just like the law of gravity. Everyone uses the law of attraction, whether they are aware of it or not. If the mindset is that there is an area in life that's lacking, that is what is focused on, and that lack is still being attracted into that person's life. What is needed to turn this around is purposeful thought. That individual need only turn their focus around to thinking as if they already had the lack filled, as if it already belonged to them. The fact is, there are certain positive principles that you can begin to apply right now that will turn your life around within a very short time. Life-enhancing law of attraction principles. Applying and using law of attraction principles for positive changes is not something that just happens. Attracting what you want means that you have to take action. Begin today. Take inventory. Before you can get to where you want to be, you have to know where you want to be. Do you want to start your own business? Do you want your relationship with your significant other to be stronger? Maybe you want to be able to further your education. Make a decision about exactly what it is that will make your life and the lives of those around you better. Form positive affirmations for your situation. Take, for example, that you want to start your own business. You may have had this dream for quite some time, but it never seemed to come together. Write down a few affirmations toward that goal. Post them where you can see them and repeat them several times a day. For instance, I love being in business for myself. I am a successful business owner. Or, I am enjoying the freedom of owning my own business. You can fine-tune positive affirmations that apply to your particular situation. Visualize. You know what kind of business you want. You have been dreaming of it for years. Now see it. In your mind, visualize what a typical day is like in your business. See yourself happy and content tending to your very own company. Create a visualization board complete with your affirmations and pictures of the type of business you desire to own. Post this board in a place where you will be able to see it every day. See results. Once you begin to believe the business is yours to have and begin speaking in positive ways, you will begin to see the dream coming together. Opportunities will present themselves seemingly from out of nowhere. Using the law of attraction principles, you will begin to see positive results in the area of life you're focused on. You will see how positive thought can bring about positive change, and you will want to use these same principles for every other area of life. The law of attraction and the law of vibration both are universal to attract your desire. The law of attraction is that your thoughts, whatever they may be, will be sent millions of kilometers through the universe. This means you are using the law of vibration, and you will be vibrating at higher or a lower level. Consequently, the law of vibration on the downside says being in a state of negativity will generate a lower vibration. So, the law of attraction. Think negative thoughts, and this is what you will attract. And negative thoughts pull you down, and thus do not generate positive thinking. The law of attraction has been brought to the masses by The Secret, by Rhonda Byrne. It's worth noting that she was going through her rough time when her daughter dropped the book Science of Getting Rich into her lap. You could say vibration was at a low ebb with Rhonda. She used the book to her advantage and did some incisive research to discover it had been around for centuries. Law of attraction has been used by some of the most respected people of our times. Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Sir Isaac Newton, just to name a few. Chapter 3. How to put the law of attraction in action. 3 steps towards the abundance mindset. How does the law of attraction in action become law of creation? Who isn't intrigued with the law of attraction in action? There are so many miracle stories behind this concept, and who among us doesn't want to be the next miracle story? But there's something else. Something most of us are missing. It has to do with the 3 phases of transition from law of attraction in action to law of creation. So, I'd like to pass it along to you. In theory, the law of attraction works. However, there are stipulations that must be met, as it's really not all that simple. For example, consider going out to your garden and looking at it and saying over and over to yourself, "There's no weeds, there's no weeds, there's no weeds, there's no weeds. Will the weeds disappear?" No! Sorry to disappoint you, but the law of attraction, although perfect, is not magic. There's actually a process that you have to go through before you are able to manifest at will. In actuality, what might happen is more like this. Each time you go out to see your garden, you become more and more appalled by the looks of all those ugly weeds. What you just walked by and didn't seem to notice yesterday is suddenly eating away at you under your skin, until eventually you find yourself out there wanting to pull those ugly suckers. This is just a small analogy of how the law of attraction can become the law of attraction in action, which, without a doubt, always becomes the law of creation. We are all self-made, but only the successful will ever admit it. Earl Nightingale, American motivational speaker and author. And, as Edgar Allan Poe once said, the ancestor to every action is a thought. The more we think, the more we want to act, and it's the action step that brings us to the law of creation. Step number 1. Ask. Just as they say in The Secret, your first step is to ask. Now, the reason for this is that you must get clear in your mind of what you want. On the surface, it seems like we all know what we want, but in reality, most of us do not. Using any means at all to get what you want will never work if you don't know what you want. And most of us throughout our lives have become satisfied with mediocrity, and therefore we convince our subconscious that mediocrity is good enough. But what do you do if you just don't know what you want to put the law of attraction in action? Easy. Just think about what you don't want. Everyone knows that. Whatever it is that you don't want, consider the opposite. Try to practice thinking, what if, and ending in your desired outcome. Example: what if I practice so much on writing that I become successful in writing to the extent where I could actually make money writing online? And what if I started writing ebooks and that graduated to becoming a successful author? And this leads us to step 2. Ask yourself positive questions. Once you're clear in your mind of what you want, you must focus on that outcome and ask yourself positive questions. We all are constantly asking ourselves questions anyway. Why not be positive? Your questions and the way you answer them will shape your life, so you must become aware of what you're thinking. When you say to yourself, "Why do I always screw this up?" your brain will answer, "Because you're a loser." Negative questions breed negative answers, and this creates a non-productive lifestyle. In the weeds scenario mentioned above, you might say to yourself, "What would my garden look like with all those weeds gone?" Concentrate on the uplifted emotion and energy you feel when you imagine this new positive change in your life. That positive emotion is the energy that will fuel you to put the law of attraction in action. Your thoughts generate your feelings, and your feelings generate emotion, which generates energy. And that energy can be used to your benefit to put that law of attraction in action. Now that you know that you can create your life with your thoughts, everything is going your way and life is beautiful until something happens that hits you in the gut and pulls the wind out of your sails. When this happens, at first it is difficult to put the law of attraction in action. And many never do. Many people throw in the towel at this point and declare, "This is a load of crap, this stuff does not work." Of course, you know how they wind up. Did you ever see someone who is complaining about his life appear happy about anything? I've recently heard an interesting statement about money. Money is no more than a means to show appreciation. And your first bluff on this is, "Huh? You mean I can't buy stuff and be happy with my life with this money?" When you think about it, buying stuff comes from a scarcity mindset. You must begin thinking in terms of more than enough, because the world is always giving, and this breeds your abundance mindset. And this brings us to step number 3. Surrender. Have faith and follow your instincts to put the law of attraction in action. Face it, bad stuff happens to all of us. And again, concentrate on the way you communicate to yourself in these times. Thoughts like, "Why me, Lord?" will bring on more bad stuff. Stop! 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 The law of attraction. The secret to successful life. Studies have shown that success does not come by accident. It can be learned. When we learn and master the key to success, we can easily get what we want in life. Our success becomes repeatable, and we can create success in every aspect of our life, including financial success, great health, strong relationships, and many other areas. Over the recent years, the law of attraction has received a great amount of popularity, emerging to the forefront of media as the key to help people to fulfill their innermost goals and ambitions. Much of the current understanding of the law could be attributed to The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, a hard-hitting self-help book that has sold millions of copies. The popularity of the law of attraction comes from its proven results in transforming people's lives. Those who had applied this in a correct way enjoy significant success that they can't imagine they could have achieved. As outlined in The Secret, the law of attraction essentially decrees that like attracts like. More specifically, this means that your mindset, thoughts, and feelings establish your reality and influence the events that you experience in your life. For example, someone who thinks optimistically will attract positive energy, drawing positive things into their life that is in harmony with them. On the other hand, a pessimistic thinker attracts negative things, as their negative thoughts generate bad results. In this way, the law of attraction is always moving in a tide of motion, with an individual dictating their reality through their internal thoughts. Learning how to use the law of attraction and how to apply this secret to achieve a more positive reality has enabled many people to achieve success. We see various ordinary people who break through and achieve great success. You too can discover how to apply the secret of the law of attraction to ultimately improve the circumstances of your life and to achieve the success that you dream about. In order to successfully control your life circumstances using the law of attraction, there are 3 phases that you must undergo. The first phase is, you must know what you want to achieve. Knowing exactly what you want and asking for it. In other words, you must focus on what you want rather than on what you don't want. All the successful people throughout history have had one characteristic inherent within them, that is, they are clear with what they want to achieve. They have great drive and passion to pursue their dreams. As a result, they thrive and succeed in their endeavors. The second phase of applying the law of attraction is to believe that the universe will answer your desires. The law of attraction will answer your needs, and you must truly believe this. So often that people don't have faith in getting what they want and let the doubts or unworthiness slips in. The degree of belief has to be strong, and to the extent of believing that you already get what you wish to have, be the person that you wanted to be, and living the life that you dream about. Believing that you have already received it and you will be rewarded. The strong beliefs must be able to create feelings and make you feel it. It is essential to feel exactly how you have achieved your dreams to manifest the things that you want in your life. 3 tips for applying the law of attraction more effectively. A question I get asked quite often from my subscribers is how can they speed up the process of manifesting their dreams when applying the law of attraction. There are a lot of different factors which need to be considered when you're applying the law of attraction. Way too many to cover in this one book alone. However, I want to cover the first and most important step in using the law of attraction before covering 3 proven techniques on how to use the law of attraction more effectively. So firstly, and most importantly, is understanding that you need to accept responsibility for your actions and acknowledge that you have quite literally created your own reality and way of life. This is quite difficult for most to accept, which is why they struggle to make the law of attraction work for them properly. Take some time to think about it. Do you allow past events and people to affect your way of thinking today still? Do you blame others for some of your misfortunes? Once you acknowledge that only you can manifest that which you desire, you will be in good stead to proceed through the next 3 steps. Number 1. Committing to your beliefs. Here you need to be completely honest with yourself and ask yourself how committed you really are to making your dreams a reality. Most people give up too early because they don't see the results that they want fast enough. It takes time to really accept that you can or already have received that which you desire. You also need to show commitment to your own beliefs and focus your attention and energy on manifesting these beliefs into a physical entity. Allow for yourself to be free of your daily stresses and worries and allocate some time where you're solely focused on practicing the law of attraction, and allow no other influences, especially negative, to impact your positive vibe. Number 2. Always show gratitude. Now, here's the problem I see all too often. Many people are focusing their attention and energy on the things that they don't have. This is completely the wrong approach, as you're sending out vibes of need and want. Instead, be grateful for the things that you do have. Each day show appreciation for being blessed with these things, and you'll be irradiating a much more positive vibe. This really is key, as you'll gradually realize that you are actually already better off than most. Third world countries, for instance. This one approach alone can really bring about some profound changes if you truly adhere to it and continue to show gratitude and appreciation. Number 3. Keep doing the things that make you feel good. This final tip is one I picked up from Bob Proctor and Mary Morrissey's 11 Forgotten Laws and sounds so obvious, but it is astonishing the number of people who don't allow time for the activities they enjoy. If you enjoy a particular activity, then it makes sense to do it more often, right? Of course it does. The problem is, far too many people become consumed by routine and don't engage in these activities. Make note of the things that make you feel good. It doesn't have to be expensive or time-consuming. Even simple things such as making more time for old friends and acquaintances is a surefire way to feel good about yourself and feel more fulfilled. Chapter 4. A Guide to Better Understanding the Law of Attraction. The Law of Attraction was popularized by The Secret, although the idea has been around since biblical days. That you become what you think about is nothing new. A lot of people are talking about the law these days, and you can find an expert just about anywhere you look. There is a lot of empirical information about the law because it is not a law in the same sense as the law of gravity, and yet it does work if certain steps are taken. If you consider your own life, there are probably many things you can observe that have to do with the law of attraction. Often, a career starts this way. In school, you become interested in something and your attention goes to it. You may study about it in college, and at some point you are drawn in and are working in that field. Young children practice the law of attraction all the time with their imaginings. I have a friend who took a cardboard box and drew a typewriter keyboard on it. Today, she is a writer. People who shift careers often do it with a law of attraction experience. They find something that interests them to the point that they think about it all the time, and then not too much time goes by and they move into that career. The law of attraction says that you are a magnet and attract everything into your own life, that you are responsible for all of it. With these examples, and those you can probably supply out of your own experience, you will probably find this to be true. Some people cannot believe that they are 100% responsible, yet it is a principal tenet of the law of attraction, and it is absolutely true. Sometimes, things seem to just happen, and while it is true you may not see a direct connection with all things, still, it remains. Sometimes it is brought about by your subconscious, and at other times it may have to do with a mastermind effect, where your thoughts and others who are close to you work together and in essence form yet another mind that can also affect the law of attraction. But this is less common than your own subconscious working behind the scenes. Since your subconscious works with the law of attraction too, it means that you can use self-hypnosis to ensure that you are taking a fully integrated approach to attraction. Getting your conscious and subconscious minds working in harmony is a great way to practice manifesting. Here are some ways that you can learn more about the law of attraction so you can better utilize it. Get some good books like The Science of Getting Rich, the great book that inspired The Secret. Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, a book that has created more millionaires than any other. The list goes on, but these are two good ones to start with. It is interesting that neither of these books use the term law of attraction, but in reading them, the law stands out very clearly. These books will help you understand the law on a much deeper level. Practice using the law of attraction every day. Observe areas in your life where you can see it is working or has worked. Have patience. The law of attraction is based on what you think and feel. As much as you may want to, it is difficult to change your habitual thinking overnight. But by observation and understanding where you want to take it, you'll soon be making the law of attraction work for you. Deep inside of you, you do not judge, you only manifest. What you have in the world is based on what you have thought and felt, as well as what you think and feel now and in the future. You need to ensure that the things going on in your mind are those things that you really want to attract. Does the law of attraction work? The law of attraction is a difficult idea for many people, especially those who are attracted to scientific reasoning and logic. After all, it doesn't make sense rationally, and there's no scientific evidence that it should. It just works. But how do you explain that? It's true that there's no scientific evidence of the law of attraction. There are lots of people with stories about how it worked for them, but no researchers have found any scientific basis for it. Science has proven that we and all other things in the universe are ever-changing patterns of energy and not fixed matter. It has also shown that all things in the universe are related. These are the basic concepts that provide the foundation of the law of attraction. But they don't prove that it exists. The question skeptics ask time and time again is, if the law of attraction works, why doesn't everyone get everything they want all the time? This is a good question, and the beginning of a wonderful debate. There are 4 reasons why we don't all get what we want. We don't know how to ask. We don't know what we want. We attract the wrong things. And we block the good things. We don't know how to ask. Most people don't realize that neediness and desperation don't get us what we want in life. It's not as simple as saying, "Hello universe, money please." In fact, you need to be in the state of mind where you're not attached to the outcome. This is a hard concept for people to understand. After all, if you want it, you want it. They don't see that there are different ways of wanting. One way clings to desire and worries over the outcome. The other is open and accepting, even if what you desire doesn't come today or tomorrow or even next week. Does the law of attraction work? Yes, it does, if you have the faith to let it work. Unfortunately, it's hard to reach a state of openness all the time. It takes patience and practice, and most of us are not willing to make the necessary effort. We don't know what we want. Science can only grasp what is testable. How about the law of attraction? Does it work if we put it to the test? Let's say you decide arbitrarily that you'd like a new hat. You ask the universe for it and then wait. The hat never comes and the experiment is a failure. The law of attraction does not exist. According to scientific thinking, this is a sound experiment. The only problem is that this cosmic law only delivers when you have an honest, open heart. It only gives you what you want and nothing more. Many of us have false desires. We think we want money, failing to realize that the green stuff is more often than not the cause of our misery. Maybe what we really want is security, but we don't know ourselves well enough to see this. While your conscious mind wants one thing, your subconscious may want another. Guess which of the two is the more powerful? In order for the law of attraction to work, we need to know ourselves and be completely honest. We must know what we really want. We attract the wrong things. Most of us use the law every day without realizing it, and it definitely works. You wake up in the morning thinking about how stressful your work is, then you go to work, and guess what? It's stressful. You focus on how broke you are and curse your bad luck with money, bringing more of it to you. Wallowing in self-pity, you realize you'll never find the perfect romantic partner. This seals the deal. You won't. Whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, everyone knows what a self-fulfilling prophecy is. They don't realize that this is a law of the universe that one can use for good instead of bad. When we focus on negative thoughts, bad things come. When we focus on the positive, we get only good things. It's extremely simple, and if you look at your daily life, you'll see countless examples. This is the law of attraction at work. We block the good things. What if you truly want something and it still never comes? Does the law of attraction work then? Of course it does, but you might be sabotaging yourself again. It's possible to create blocks that keep you from getting what you truly want. We often do this in the area of abundance. Wanting money too much and getting too excited about it actually prevents the law of attraction from working. This overenthusiasm expresses a deep inner belief that you won't get it. That's where all the nervous tension comes from. The belief that you won't, can't, or shouldn't have what you desire. Many times when the law of attraction should work, it doesn't because you've got something blocking it. It takes some inner searching to find these blocks and exercise them. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anyone else believes. Belief is central to making the law of attraction work for you. Take charge of your life. How to use the law of attraction. What is the law of attraction? When you think about something positive, you will get positive physical consequences. This holds true the other way around as well. For when you think about something negative, you will also get negative physical consequences. This is what the law of attraction is all about. How does this take place? Imagine a situation when you want something so badly, such as your dream job. When you know how to use the law of attraction, you will first say to yourself, "I really want my dream job." After that, your mind will look for ways on how to achieve the goal of landing your dream job instead of just concentrating on the idea of wanting it. You will then move on to apply for jobs that you've always wanted to have. You will also take programs to hone your skills and get a better chance of getting hired. How to use the law of attraction. There are many methods on how to use the law of attraction. Here is one very effective step-by-step guide. First, jot down all the things that cause you negativity. List down all of the aspects in your life that cause you aggravation, such as a noisy and messy house, being unemployed, or always being bullied. The next step, start a journal. Make 2 columns in your journal. Column A shall contain all the things that cause you negativity. Column B shall contain all of the positive aspects you can find in those things that cause you negativity. For example, your house is noisy and messy, but it is strong and solid. You can find ways on how to clean up your things and set up a yard sale. Always practice looking at the brighter side of things. This is the key element on how to use the law of attraction in your everyday life. You do not have to fake being happy all the time, but it is more of always thinking that there is hope for things, to believe that you can surpass your problems and that you can take control of your life. Remember, a positive attitude produces positive results. Imagine yourself living the life that you have always dreamt of. Start building a clear and precise picture of your dreams, such as your beautiful dream home or landing your most sought-after job. Using a vision board or vision movie can really turbocharge the visualization process. Go to a private corner and imagine how you would feel once you have achieved your goals. Focus on your goals instead of your problems, and when you clearly know what you want and how to use the law of attraction, all these things will come to you. The final and most important step on how to use the law of attraction: take action. A positive attitude leads to positive behavior, so take charge of all the changes in your life and map out your strategy. Not everything will come your way, but knowing that these challenges and disappointments will make you more driven and stronger is part of learning how to use the law of attraction. Remember, You will find that there is so much more to life once you start thinking positive, and that is when you know how to use the law of attraction. Chapter 5. The Law of Attraction. You live positively when you think positively. Focus on the law of attraction has greatly increased, especially among successful people in the world, taking us mentally from our dreams and desires to what is reality is what the law of attraction is about. To start building your path towards success, you must put this universal law to work in your life. You attract what you give your focus and energy to. Like attracts like. This is how the law of attraction operates. In the reality we are living in, it is quite obvious that people of the same interests attract each other. Whatever we give our focus and energy to, the law of attraction states that we attract it. In a psychic sense, our emotions generate energy, and that attracts energy at the same frequency as well. Whether the emotion is good or bad, the same principle shall apply. It all depends on you, whether you would like the law of attraction to support you or work against you. If you can choose your emotions carefully and focus your energy on what you desire, you can make a big, positive change in your life. Our lives are based upon our choice of thoughts and how we choose to feel most of the time. The universe is not a judge who will penalize you for thinking negatively. Instead, it analyzes your thoughts and emotions and puts people, situations, and events in your life that correspond to them. This is actually a lesson that teaches us that we are in control of our destiny. You may quit complaining now. By following some very simple techniques, the law of attraction is best put into effect. You may start off with Dale Carnegie's principle number 1 in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Do not criticize, condemn, or complain. Complaining and whining about things that aren't ideal is not just a waste of time, they will surely make things worse. Remember that you attract what you give focus or energy to. It is wiser to think of positive things all of the time. Your goal every day is to feel good, and if you are feeling good, make it your immediate goal to feel better. This way you will increase your vibration, therefore making the universe work to give you what you want or things that will make you feel good. Live positively by thinking positively, and start taking the path towards the achievement of your dreams with the help of the law of attraction. Does the law of attraction really work? Many people have trusted their fate in the law of attraction as popularized by the film The Secret. They silently stand where they are and wait for their dreams to come to reality because the law of attraction stated that they would. But does the law of attraction work? The answer is, it depends. Continue reading and you will know why. The film The Secret revealed that the world we live in is not actually in the solid form, but rather in the form of energy. Modern physics has confirmed that anything you see around is energy that vibrates in different levels. The world is basically a vibration which human beings interpret using their senses. Physics also claim that all is one and that everything is interconnected with each other. Thus, the complete physical reality of the world can be compared to one big group moving as one, but in different intensities. That said, the law of attraction plays a very important role in achieving success. Since everything is interconnected with each other, as explained by physics, how you perceive something will impact the actions you make, and those actions will impact the results of the goals you set. Therefore, your success greatly depends on how you perceive something, and how you act upon what you perceived. The law of attraction works best with thought. It's very obvious to understand how the two correlate with each other. A thought alone is made useless unless it is implemented through actions and powered by focus. Just refer to your personal experience. Have you ever focused yourself on thinking of negative thoughts constantly? What have you observed after several weeks or months? That's right. Those thoughts usually end up in reality, you see. So let's go back to the question you sought to seek answer from. Does the law of attraction work? It is a case-to-case basis. Sometimes negative thoughts are much easier to put into reality than realizing positive thoughts. But, as what was discussed earlier, the law of attraction does not only work with thought, but it should go together with focus. When the mind focuses on a certain thought, the law of attraction is being activated, and the thought begins attracting to itself and eventually comes into reality. However, to make such thoughts into reality, it is very important to keep your focus. Let me give you an example of how it works and how it can be distributed. For instance, you want to purchase your dream house and started focusing on this thought constantly. The law of attraction started to manifest the reality, but then you begin to focus on negative thoughts such as poverty, economic recession, taxes, and debts. So you lost focus on the positive thoughts and shifted to negative ones. Suddenly, you kept yourself from the realization of your dreams, and in turn, due to the shift of your focus, end up having a negative reality. The most difficult part of putting positive thoughts into reality is taking action. Some references say that the law of attraction works solely by focusing on positive thoughts, and action is not necessary anymore because the law will work it out for you. But opposed to what others say, taking actions is still necessary to realize your dreams. Focusing on positive thoughts will give you a proper direction, the right motivation, and the courage to do things just to make those dreams possible. Attracting good karma, as how others call it, is a lifelong practice, and may take a long time to accomplish. Some may get lucky enough to manifest positive changes in their lives, while others may not be that lucky and just remain where they are. But the thing is, the law of attraction is a great guide to living a positive lifestyle, and that continuous effort is needed in order to make it really work. So for the question, does the law of attraction work? Yes, it does, with hard work, perseverance, and determination. The real secret for success is by having a positive outlook in life, and the right attitude to deal with any obstructions along the way to your journey to victory. Applying the law of attraction. Taking the reins. Applying the law of attraction is the result of studying it. The more honest you are with yourself and the more you understand it, the easier it becomes, and then applying the law of attraction occurs naturally. In essence, applying the law of attraction is a lot like overcoming a phobia. Depending on your situation, at times it may be terrifying to face the truth. Yet you will overcome this feeling and replace it with overwhelming joy and confidence. Applying the law of attraction takes work and dedication, as well as patience and honesty. You must be willing to face all of your faults and failures, and to forgive past angers and resentments. Finally, applying the law of attraction requires that you change the way you use your emotions. We do this through our thoughts, and though it may seem difficult at first, with practice you will see just how simple and powerful this divine shift in your consciousness really is. To illustrate how applying the law of attraction works, think of riding a bike over a ramp off the edge of a cliff with a parachute on your back. This is either a terrifying thought, terror being the emotion attached to the thought, or an exciting thought. Why would someone do this? The answer is because for them, the feeling of exhilaration overrides the feeling of terror. The simple shift in what they focus their thoughts on determines the emotions they feel, which determines the event that takes place. The person feels the rush of excitement as a wave over their consciousness before ever getting on the bike. They live the feeling in their mind first through their thoughts and feelings. In this way, applying the law of attraction enables them to do what many people will not. When you first learn the art of applying the law of attraction into your life, it is always best to observe for yourself how seamlessly your moods transition into and out of each other. Some people like to create a mood log, where they simply record on a pocket notepad what their mood is currently. Each time they notice a mood change, they record it, along with what they feel caused the mood shift. This easy technique is great for beginners to illustrate the power of moods and feelings in their lives. For it will become evident in a few days of this record keeping just how much power your feelings have, and subsequently, how careless most people are in who and what they allow to change the way they feel. If you've ever had a bad day, you can really identify with this concept. For most people, a great day can be ruined by a single, non-desired event. It can be as simple and insignificant as someone leaving the toilet seat up or taking your parking space. Bam! Just like that, our feelings shift to anger, and our good mood slides into a bad mood, which can only lead, by virtue of the law of attraction, to more events in your day that will harmonize with your mood. Applying the law of attraction is understanding that each and every one of our feelings are signals to the universe. The only job of the universe is to respond to these signals by giving out what it has received. So if you are feeling angry, then surely more things that will make you feel angry will follow, because that is the signal you sent. This applies to every possible emotion dealing with every facet of human interest, including money, health, relationships, you name it. Spend a few days creating a mood log. Look back at your results at the end of the week and observe the best and worst moods you had throughout this exercise. Write down on another piece of paper which of these moods you would prefer to feel all of the time. Go through your log and categorize good moods from bad moods. Identify what events changed your mood from good to bad. Now, spend some time recreating those events in your mind. Go back there mentally and find a way to preserve your good mood despite the bad event. This is one of the secrets to applying the law of attraction. Learning how to guard the positive feelings you create within yourself despite what the outside world throws at you. When you have mastered this technique, you have fully understood that you are not a victim of the world at the mercy of circumstance, because you have the choice and the power in every moment of your day to choose how you feel and, in turn, what you attract. Applying the law of attraction is controlling how you feel. As a child cries because it does not want to put forth the effort to do something within their capability, so do people use their emotions to gain the attention of a higher power, or others to do what they do not want to do. This correlation is staggeringly correct, and we have all been guilty of these emotional temper tantrums at some point in our lives. Applying the law of attraction, then, is growing and maturing as an emotional creature, understanding the fact that whatever we feel, we attract. It becomes evident just how precious our thoughts and feelings are. They can be used consciously as tools for creation, or unconsciously as weapons for destruction. It is therefore your job to harness this power within yourself, and it begins with learning how to feel good, no matter what. Another great technique in applying the law of attraction is simply to feel grateful. Some people are so used to feeling bad it is hard to feel good about anything. In this case, applying the law of attraction begins with feeling thankful for each and every thing that is positive in your life. This can be as small as being able to breathe. The important thing is to feel how good it is to be able to breathe. Learn how to feel the feelings of gratefulness, and you will teach yourself how to feel good. Make a list of everything you are grateful for. Spend some time and come up with the top 10 things you are grateful for that elicit the strongest feeling of love within you. Take this list to the mirror you use most often. Every time you use the mirror, begin by mentally going through this list from top to bottom. Take the time and spend the energy to actually feel the feelings of gratefulness and how thankful you are to have these things. This shouldn't take longer than 5 to 10 minutes, and it is an amazingly powerful technique in applying the law of attraction. It works because it builds the habit of seeing through the negative into what is most important, that which you care about. By focusing on what you care most for and those feelings of love and gratefulness, you attract more of what you love back. It is always better to spend your emotional energy on what you want over what you don't want. Try it for yourself and take on an attitude of gratitude. You'll soon learn just how powerful those two magic words of thank you really are. The techniques for applying the law of attraction are as diverse as the people who use them. With some thought, you will come up with your own unique methods which work for you personally. The bottom line here is that applying the law of attraction is learning the ways to feel good in your life, and then guarding those feelings as you guard your wallet or purse. By becoming aware of your moods and feelings, you can use your thoughts in applying the law of attraction. We have direct control over our thoughts. Even if something negative happens to us, we still have control. It takes effort in applying the law of attraction to choose not to react to something negative with a negative feeling, but that is what applying the law of attraction is, taking responsibility for our emotions. You are an adult learning how to become an emotional adult, and it is not easy. It is simple, but takes work. It does, however, get easier and in fact eventually becomes habit. When applying the law of attraction becomes habit is when life really begins to flourish for you. When you have the confidence to face the day knowing nothing can make you feel bad because you simply won't allow it to. When you feel great simply because you decided to fix your thoughts on something you love and hold on to that feeling all day. When you decide to let go of past hatreds and jealousies because you know those negative feelings will only come back to you as negative circumstances, instead choosing to feel how grateful you are for what you already have. That is when applying the law of attraction is fun. That is when applying the law of attraction is exciting. That is when applying the law of attraction really begins to work and manifest in your life. A new look at the law of attraction. Many people have goals in life that they feel are just out of their reach. This is because they do not understand the power of the law of attraction, which is a universal law. Quantum physics proves that the universe is all energy, and we are a part of that. Thus, if we are a part of the universe and a part of the infinite energy flow, then we can connect with it through our own thought processes. Simply put, if you want anything in life, you just have to focus all your thoughts on it so that the signal travels to the infinite cosmos, and your object of desire gets manifested in reality. Keep in mind, this holds true even if you have negative thoughts as well. Negative thoughts will bring you negative experiences. If you constantly think about how poor you are or how terrible your marriage is, you will create more experiences of being poor and having marital discord. The law of attraction is similar to the law of gravity. It does not matter if you are a good person or a bad person. It works for everyone. If you jump from the roof, you have to fall on the ground. This is how the law of attraction too works. Once you realize the law works like that, you can see why it is so important to keep control of your thoughts and think positive things. Focus on what you want in life rather than your problems. So, if you want to attract money to you so you can, for example, buy a new home, visualize that you own the place and see yourself living there. Focus your thoughts on how you feel, and let free all your emotions thereof. Just think how you will feel when you are the owner of the house, or what type of feelings you will have. You should feel these things. When there are such feelings, then the home will be attracted to you. This will be in the money form to buy the home or in some other way to get the home. Many approach this from the beginning with a feeling of lack. If you need to pay your bills and need money for it, then it is said to be an emotion of need. These are signs of lack. Instead of thinking of needing money to pay the bills, you should focus on having your bills already paid. Visualize and feel how it will feel to have no bills. The second issue is that people try to figure everything out themselves while going for the law of attraction. The good news is, all you have to do is determine the details of what you want and then focus on the emotions and thoughts of having it, and this law will work for you. You decide what you want, and then the universe decides how you get it. Remember, according to universal laws, what goes up will come down, and what you give is what you get. While you are letting the universe decide how you can get what you want, you will have to be aware that it will inspire you to do things. When this happens and it feels right, just do it. If it does not feel right, stop and find something else. However, you will have to take action when the law of attraction presents something to you. For example, in trying to get money, the ideas might just come to you as a eureka moment. Also, opportunities will suddenly present themselves out of the blue. It will feel right because the universe has sent it to you. While you are working with the law of attraction, it is best to show gratitude for what you already have. This can be your children, your home, your job, or your health. Also, feel thankful for your life, for the present condition in which you are, since it is the result of your own past thoughts. Your life in the present is a direct reflection of the emotions and thoughts you held in the past. Therefore, if your life is not as you want it to be, you need to take control of your thoughts and focus more on positive feelings and thoughts, or you will continue to create an unhappy life. Conclusion. The law of attraction works, and it involves you telling the universe what you want with emotion. Using the above steps, you are well on your way to learning the law of attraction. If your desires don't manifest, then you need to sit down and then think quietly what the reasons are. The law of attraction works whether you want it to or not. You must be ready to receive. The ability to accept feeling great and receive graciously opens the door to unlimited success and wealth. The universe gives to people who are good receivers. This means that you must keep a positive mindset, feeling deserving to receive, and persevere to see the success in each area that you want to manifest in your life. In utilizing the law of attraction, you have the choice, and consciously choose to think positively or negatively. If you remain positive, you will attract good situations, but if you are negative, you will attract despair. By being in a positive state and ready to receive, you will automatically behave and act to change your environment to correspond to your desires. As outlined in The Secret, such law of attraction techniques will assist you in communicating positive vibrations to the universe. Above all, never ever give up trying to incorporate the law of attraction into your life to your advantage, and your circumstances will respond to you with your persistence. If you want a brighter future, think positive thoughts. Remember, the law of attraction is at work right now, creating experiences for you based upon what you are thinking at this moment. Thanks again for buying my book. If you have a minute, please leave a review. I take reviews seriously and always look at them. This way, you are helping me provide you better content that you will love in the future. A review doesn't have to be long, just 1 or 2 sentences and a number of stars you find appropriate. Hopefully 5, of course. Also, if I think your review is useful, I will mark it as helpful. This will help you become more known on Amazon as a decent reviewer, and will ensure that more authors will contact you with free books in the future. This is how we can help each other. Take a look at these other books too. Bipolar disorder, borderline disorder, and schizophrenia. This has been Law of Attraction: Secrets to Attracting the Life of Your Dreams Faster. Written by Tyler Bourdan, narrated by Thomas Cassidy. Copyright 2018 by Vincent Newt. Production copyright by Vincent Newt.